Hi everyone, I'm Anatole and this is...
This is Min. Again, you can call me Mr. Potato.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You can call me Mr. Tomato.
Ha ha ha.
And we are here to do our reaction video for Chernobyl, episode 4, titled Happiness of All Mankind, and it scored 9.5 on IMDb. And I want to say welcome back to Min. He missed the last
Yay.
recording. Both of us got sick, as I mentioned, for the reaction video to episode 3 at the same time. And so to get back on schedule, I recorded episode 3 by myself, but I'm more than happy to have Min back today. So welcome
So
back.
glad I could be back to work with this series. Oh my god, it was so amazing. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna give a very genuine, pure, amazing reaction.
Cool. Oh yeah, so we should mention this will be the first time, as it's been throughout the series, the first time that Min is watching the episode, and I have watched the episode before, but I will avoid saying any spoilers as the episode goes. I think I haven't done any spoilers yet, right?
Not really. You're very professional in this one, Mr. Anatole.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm conscious of not spoiling it for you as we watch.
Yeah.
There was a time in episode 1 where you said something about and that's why they're safe or something like that, and I was sitting here holding my tongue the entire time.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
was
wanna
like, I can totally feel you. Like Mr. Anatole was almost this close to saying that, but that was, but he held it all the way until the end, which made him a professional.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so join us after the intro, and we will do the our reaction to episode 4. See you in a bit.
Yes.
All right.
One string of your hair.
Yeah, as Min is reading the checklist, we just got some bad news, and Min will be here for just the first half of the recording, unfortunately.
Really sorry for that. But I'm gonna do my best. I love the voice of the. Stop to me. I love those voices.
The voice of the actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not trying to make it squeakish, clean, or like criminal look like. Some sort of dust on it, some sort of like time and reality mixed in. Very nice. It's like you're recording your uncle. It's
Right.
nothing fancy.
Right. Yeah.
That's the best thing about it.
Right. Same with the cinematography. No fancy camera moves.
Yeah, it's not like trying to be overly dramatic,
Right.
tragedy or something.
Right.
This is the exact opposite of like Bollywood, I believe.
Yeah. Maybe.
To this end.
Right.
The CGI officer asked the director of Bollywood, like, how many special effects do you want? And the director said yes.
Right. Whatever you have.
That piece of roof is the most dangerous place on Earth. So, what do we do?
I see how far they move on.
That's what we wanted to ask you.
From covering up, from denying, and then they embrace and then they scratch away, they push away all the people that saying silly stuff, and they actually humbly, desperately trying to solve the problem. How unwilling, no matter how unwillingly.
So one thing that may not be clear, Min, is that these people are not people from the military. They're just ordinary people that the Soviet Union conscripted because they needed them. That's why you
What
saw them.
difference does it make though?
Well, they were just living their lives, ordinary lives, and then
And then here's your uniform.
Yes.
Go do our work.
right, not even the uniform. Just here, go do it.
So that's what they're introducing us to.
Yes.
I thought that this guy like got off at a concentration camp or something, but
No,
he's conscripted.
right.
Ah.
So all the people on the bus, see, they all had the ordinary
Look
clothing.
how confused he is. I have a book from this one. My father treasures so much.
From that library?
Yeah, Lomonosov Library.
Is it a famous library?
It is like well, back then when we don't hang out with America, that's the best we can close to high academic.
Ah.
Gotcha.
There's high level officer with hats in there.
The Central Committee have informed me that
Yeah.
they have found
So there's these hats. They're all supposed to be having hats to cover their hair from radiation, but she I forget his name. he doesn't wear one because he thought it would not be becoming for a high-ranking person.
I should put this on instead of my life.
But he later suffered from not having worn the hat. He died miserably.
Really?
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. You may be wondering why Min is in a different colored shirt now. That's because, as I mentioned before, Min did have an emergency. So we had to continue our recording on a different day. And actually, this is our third try at recording the video. So the second try, the first one is the footage you were just seeing. The second one, there was no sound. So this is attempt 3. Unfortunately, that means now that Min has seen the episode one time. That time we recorded but didn't have any sound. So this will be his second time. It won't be a pure reaction from this point forward. Hopefully that doesn't change anything. We'll still give our honest emotions as we watch it, but I just needed to put that disclaimer that beginning from now, I've seen the episode and Min has seen the episode too.
But don't worry too much about it, guys. I'm still thrilled to watch it again. Everything, like, the first time you watch it, we focus on the story,
Right.
what is going on. This time, we're going to be focused a bit more on the emotion of the characters, how it's played out, the cinematography, so it's going to be great.
I'm curious also what your reaction will be watching it a second time, because up to now it's only been just your first time through reaction. I'm wondering like what reaction you'll have, what comments you'll have, knowing that you've seen this before. Actually, also I don't have to worry about spoiling it for you this time.
Oh
too.
yeah, we all know what's going on.
Yeah.
However, I think I could be giving a deeper reaction, like I know what's going on, behind that.
Right,
Why
right.
would they do that?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, let's
So
see.
yeah, let's see what it's like this time. So now back to the episode. Yeah, it's better.
Oh, that's the 6 bullet clips. Carbine it would be.
Right.
Grandpa used to use that. My grandpa, I mean.
Used to use a Russian rifle like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He said it's amazingly accurate. He's so new, he doesn't even know how to load it.
Right. I would know how to load it. I could at least guess. Craig Mazin in his podcast said he wanted to make this character someone who, even though he's a killer, he has his boundaries, and you can see that with the fact that he's not going to let animals suffer.
All the way until episode 4, I'm still amazed by how they utilize sounds in this series.
It's so well done.
Nothing unnecessary.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Same with the camera work too.
Yeah.
Just what it needs to show you.
No overly dramatic.
Yeah,
No jump scare.
yeah.
As usual, like vodka's the solution for everything back in the Soviet.
That's right. They actually believe vodka would help against radiation poisoning.
Yeah, and in the first episode, like there's the guy that talked to the fireman. Like if you work there and you clean that very bad stuff, you have to drink a lot of vodka the next 3 days.
Right, right.
I was so scared I didn't pull the trigger again for the rest of the day. I thought, well, that's it, Bachu. It'll be you again.
I love how they focus on his face for that whole 10-15 seconds that the other Bacho is speaking.
Still you.
Like we're wondering whether he is actually listening or not.
Realize
Right, right.
And
And
the
what if...
transitional, like would it affect him?
Yes.
Is it a good pep talk or
Right.
just make things worse?
Right, right.
We got to decide.
Yeah,
We're not gonna see crying. We're not gonna see like acceptance.
right.
We see face. Is vodka supposed to be very strong?
Have you had vodka before?
No, I don't drink anything not alcoholic.
It's strong. I think it's like similar to whiskey. Maybe I'm wrong. I've had both.
Okay.
It's harder to drink than whiskey. Whiskey you can drink without mixing it, and it's smoother. Vodka is very sharp. When you drink it plain, you can feel
The burning.
Yeah.
above. Why are robots? What was that?
Men.
And more of this.
Bio-robots.
Personally, I believe all of them know.
What do you
They
mean?
just don't want to say it out. Like they know the solution is using men.
Right. So they say everything, no matter how
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah. It was like, oh, let's talk about robot. They all know, but Maybe Legasov was like, okay, I know it. I just don't want to say it. I'm gonna say it. Man.
So rather than say men,
Yeah.
we're going to say robots, but they're not robots.
Like
They're,
bio-robot.
yeah.
No suffering. He's better now,
Yeah.
at least.
Right.
Would that damage your soul more or less? I wonder.
Than killing people?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
That sort of ambient sound,
Yeah.
sirens like music.
Right.
It gives them sort of like lingering feeling the disaster is still here.
Yeah.
It's I think Deep Bacho is a really good man.
Mm. But he's been affected. A good man who's
Yeah.
been affected by doing things good men shouldn't have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard and good man. But it didn't bend him,
Right.
which is nice. He's not gonna treat like Pavlov badly. He gave him an act basket immediately.
Right.
And
I'm gonna say it bent him, but it didn't break him.
yeah.
It did change him, but he still got a core that, like, he just has those boundaries. Don't let them suffer is one boundary.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let him suffer like I did.
Yeah. Right.
He knows it's too much for Pavel. He was like,
Yeah.
go outside. I know you can't. I will. There's a guy in the fire. He's just flat out lying down.
Right. So I mentioned that to you
Yeah.
the first time.
You don't know whether he's dead or just tired.
Yeah, I don't think they would just leave the body there, but
Yeah, but
you know the situation they're in, they could.
Chernobyl.
Right.
If you tell people that he's dead, no one's gonna surprise.
Right.
Like we're dealing with death here. What's gonna surprise us?
Yeah.
I love the camera angle of this one.
Right. Yeah, they talk about it in the podcast that he decided for this scene you could do something a little bit more flashy with the camera. So you get the handheld, it's a steady cam, continuous take, because he wanted you to really feel like you were there, that fear of trying to get the graphite over.
Yeah. Well, you know, if it were me, I'd just like throw one or two and then pretend to dig in some big one and then wait for the 90 seconds to end.
Yeah.
You got stuck.
You're not going to solve it all in one day anyway.
Yeah. You know it, right?
Right.
Who are your friends?
You have a chance to talk to the world, Valeri. If that chance was mine.
But it isn't, is it? Braver souls than you, Hamyo.
She called him by his first name now.
Yeah.
In the earlier episode, she was very formal. I think this is, so I think this is the first time she would say comrade. It's the first time she referred to him by the first name. I could be wrong, but I think it is. Where she's like, she's really trying to reach him.
I'm calling you individually. I'm calling you as
Yeah.
hello man, not comrade, not something masked by the state.
Right.
Oh, look at that. It's just a Soviet things to do. We finished. We conquered the
Right.
apocalypse. Let's put some flag on it.
Put a flag, put a statue, put a banner. And that's the end of the episode. So let's I'll stop the recording and then we will give our thoughts on this episode, our review. That was episode 4 of Chernobyl, The Happiness of All Mankind. Min, what is your reaction to that episode, your thoughts about it?
This is the second time I've watched it, but it's just as haunting as the first time. How to depict all the loss, the happiness of all mankind, at what cost? It cost the very souls of mankind as well. But well, all the way until the end, I still think that they really highlight what the remaining of humanity is in there. They're fighting, they're struggling a lot, they're dealing with a lot of stuff, but slowly, one by one, Legasov, even Shabinko got angry.
Sherbina.
Yeah, Shabina.
I have trouble with that name all the time too, it's okay.
Shabina got angry directly with his supervisor.
Right.
Like he's gonna stand it anymore. It's like we demand that, and he gave it the propaganda robot. It failed. Everyone is trying little by little to achieve, I don't know, happiness of all mankind, I guess.
To make the empty slogan real. And I think you make a good point that that there has to be a core for these people in order to make the right decision. If there was no core, they would make the wrong decision.
Yeah, they would push each other, they would kill, they would
Right.
like use to suffer, because I'm suffering too.
Right.
We can see that like Bancho, he's trying to save what's left of his newbie, what's his name again?
Continue talking. I'll look it
Okay.
up. Yeah.
The scene where when he realized there's puppies in the house. And like, I know, there's too much of you, too much to ask of you, so I'm gonna handle it.
Pavel was.
Yeah, Pavel.
Yeah.
He know it's not like your normal, your kind of like old veteran, like, yeah, you're gonna do it, like, but you grow, I'm gonna watch. No, I know it's just too much. You get out, I'm gonna do it. I think that's really highlight what's left of humanity in time of desperate. There's still good in human, I believe.
Yeah, at least in the view of this show, because there could be the show you make where your point is that in desperate times people become
Evil.
worse than
Yeah,
animals,
the worst.
that their core completely goes away. But we're seeing, at least we're finding, that these characters do hold on to their core.
The humanity still have the core, unlike Chernobyl though. They lost the core, the core exploded.
Right. Oh, that's pretty good. It's a nice pun. Okay, so I guess my thoughts on this episode pretty much echo yours, and I do think that that the horror element of the series continues to be very strong. So when they are trying to clear the graphite from the roof,
Oh, the
that's a
camera
really
works. Yeah.
scary, tense moment, and you are just you're feared that the person we're following will do something wrong at any moment, because it looks so precarious. He's jumping, he's running, he looks very
Up there,
frantic.
he picked the wrong pieces and like, oh no, it's too heavy, let's
Yeah.
pick another.
The dosimeter is getting louder so we can hear it going off in the background, and then he gets his foot stuck, and you're just the moment that the camera stays there as he's like trying to get off his foot out of the graphite chunk that he's stuck on. That's almost from a suspense film or a horror
it's
film.
like exactly the scene when you're running away from the killer and you stumble upon nothing and
Right.
then you're like clumbling getting your keychain and stuff. But there's nothing overly dramatic.
Right.
There's no like music overall. Well, it doesn't matter. It's even more it's even scarier.
Right.
Than
So
the music.
as we discussed, everything is very restrained with the sound and music, but when it becomes very direct in front of us, it's well timed. It's that moment where it needs to be very generic. That's not the right word. It needs to be very in front. It needs to be the foreground. So the end, where we see the mother grieving the loss of her baby, we hear the music. We're aware that that's a score, but it's putting us in her feeling. So it's the right moment for the music to be in the foreground.
It's really good timing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to force it to feel thing, but they lead it very subtly.
Right. Okay, so unless you have anything else.
No, that's good enough. Wow, that's just so amazing. I can't wait to see what Lagashov gonna say next in Vienna.
Okay,
Vienna.
you got it.
Ah,
All right, well, that's it for our reaction to episode 4 of Chernobyl, Happiness of All Mankind. I'm Anatole, and
I'm in.
Mr. Potato.
Mr. Potato,
That's
yes.
right,
I
don't
forgot that
forget.
part.
And we'll see you for our reaction to episode 5. That's all for now. Take care, and
All right,
goodbye.
see you next time.
Yeah.